team of paranormal investigators travel around Southeast Asia to find and capture proof that ghosts really do exist. In this episode, they investigate an old abandoned property that is allegedly haunted and filled with paranormal activity. According to the locals, it is haunted by spirits and other supernatural beings. There's a shack at the property that is said to be where the most of the activity happens. The team heads in to take a look. Watch. The jungle is clearly dense and overgrown. While the area is clearly abandoned, nothing particular seems to happen at first as the team make their way through the property. Eventually, the team puts down a makeshift altar in hopes of getting in contact with some spirits. They present an offering to any nearby spirits that may be present. It seems that the investigators' offering is working as things are about to take a terrifying turn. Watching it again in slow motion, a dark shadow figure crawls up the wall and escapes out the top of the roof. You can hear some footsteps afterwards coming from the top of the roof. The team escapes to safety and tries to make sense of what just happened. They gather some courage to go inside the shack once again to see if they can figure out what they just witnessed. As they look around, there is no sign of the dark shadow figure. So are the local rumors true? Is this abandoned shack the home of some kind of supernatural being? Take another look at the footage and make a judgment of your own. The TikTok account Our Haunted House has gained quite a lot of attention and gotten really popular on the social media platform due to their extremely chilling videos as of lately. Their content is centered around their house as it's allegedly haunted. They have regularly captured and uploaded evidence to back up their claims. In this first short video, we see some footage coming from a security camera recording the front door. Everything seems normal at first, until the front door suddenly opens.
Did somebody open the door?
While this could be explained as a sudden gust of wind or even a person out of view just pushing the door, what happens next will most likely give you the chills. As the man approaches the door, it seems to just close all by itself. Since this was posted, the comment section has been divided. Some have called for the homeowner to contact the priest to get rid of spirits that aren't able to find peace, while others are convinced that the door's movements are a result of strings and fishing wire. However, in a subsequent post, the TikToker released this video, which could prove that there is something paranormal going on in their house.
Holy shit, there's somebody out there.
Watching that again, when he peeks through the window, there appears to be a shadow figure of a man standing right outside their front door. However, when the man opens the door, the figure has suddenly vanished completely. He searches the area but finds nothing. In the following upload, it seems that whatever stood at the door has made its way inside. As the footage begins, we see the same man from previous uploads putting up a camera in his living room. He has made a plan to capture the entity on film and turns on the TV, and he lays down on the sofa pretending to be sleeping. Take a look at what he eventually captures. The door in the background slowly opens. a pair of glowing eyes can be seen peeking out the doorway, as if it's observing the guy laying on the sofa. We can see the eyes for a brief moment, but eventually disappear out of sight. But the creepiness doesn't end there, as a moment later, the entity seems to appear behind the couch. A few seconds later, the door slams shut. This next clip, the TikToker claims to have captured the voice of the mysterious entity that's been terrorizing them. Listen to this.
I heard him.
So is their house really haunted by some dark entity? With this much evidence, it certainly makes one wonder. You can head over to Our Haunted House on TikTok to judge for yourself. As always, I've linked all the sources in the description. Also remember to like this video if you're still here. This one was uploaded to TikToker Beats by Richie. Him and his girlfriend are laying in bed just chilling. His girlfriend is trying to just make a funny video of him. The video is real short, but it shows something really disturbing at the end of the video.
When we caught a whole S ghost on camera.
Watching that again, we can see some kind of demonic face appearing out of nowhere right next to Rich's face. None of them seems to notice the figure until later on. After uploading the video to TikTok, the comment section becomes very divided as to if this is real or not. In the second upload, they respond to a comment asking for the whole video. Watch.
Check yourself out.
Come on.
Cock?
The second video shows the same, but we can also see proof of this being the full length of the video. Richie and his girlfriend have written in the comments that they have slept with the lights on for a week already, as the video has terrified them, but that they haven't experienced anything else that is out of the ordinary. Watching the video again, we can clearly see the face appears to have a human-shaped face, yet it looks like a little bit more horrifying than an ordinary face. Seeing the comments, many says it's fake, but I just want to point out that one can see a shadow of the face on Richie's face, which implies something being there at least. And usually whenever TikToks like these blow up, there tends to be more follow-ups with faked evidence to gain more fame, yet there are no other paranormal videos on this page. This indicates the legitimacy of this video. Is this just a third person in the room, or could it possibly be something paranormal such as a ghost or a demon? Uploaded to the TikTok user Mafia300C. The channel is dedicated to his car, but this TikTok that he uploaded captures some kind of shadow figure standing on the 5th floor of a building that is locked up for the night.
Yeah, it's still there.
While recording, Eric is on his phone with his colleague who is in the building.
The lights are,
And I can't see, like, I literally see nothing.
the lights are off right now. Oh, it just moved. It just moved.
His colleague doesn't seem to find anyone inside the building. They are both working the night shift as security guards for the buildings in the area. Eric explains in the follow-up video that he spotted the shadow figure while patrolling around the buildings. When he spotted the figure, he started recording with his personal phone while dialing his colleague with his work phone. A few nights later, Eric and his colleague are once again back at work during the night. Eric is out patrolling with a car when he spots the figure once again. This time on the same floor as last time. Watch.
The light just turned on. It looks like a hallway light.
Okay. The light, the unit I was just in?
No. From where I'm at, you remember where you seen them standing?
The light in the next room mysteriously turns on by itself as the figure seems to intensely stare towards the same direction as where the lights were turned off.
standing there. It looks sideways though. It looks like it's like
And what does it look like sideways?
the second one. Dude, it looks like two people in there.
Two people?
Yeah,
You're filming it?
yeah.
And what do you see?
It looks like one just bent down.
And as the shadow figure turns around, it seems like the figure is extremely thin. Eric's voice sounds shaky and it seems like he is slightly terrified of what he is witnessing. Do you think Eric captured some kind of supernatural being on camera? Was it all staged to gain some more fame on his TikTok account?
Taller.
What?
Really tall.
What do you mean really tall?
It's getting tall. It's moving sideways. Like it's leaning back and forth.
You see it moving.
Yes.
Is it too tall to be a human?
I would like to point out at least one flaw with this video. As the shadow figure turns around, as mentioned, it seems extremely thin. So could this just be a cardboard? Or maybe shadow figures appears this thin from the side? I'll let you decide this one. The last clip of today was uploaded by TikToker Smug Puppy, who allegedly lives in a haunted house. Her TikTok page is filled with paranormal evidence. The clip we are featuring today shows something horrifying happening in her bathroom. Watch.
Right, so the entity, it keeps messing around in the bathroom. What the fuck is that? I don't even want to fucking go in there anymore. I see this door. It keeps on turning on the tap. This is the third time it's happened now. Oh, not that side, hold on. Right, so I'm gonna...
Something appears to be peeking out of the doorway in the top right corner a few seconds into the video. Smug Puppy notices the figure and decides to investigate, realizing whatever it was, it had turned on the tap. But the video is about to get scarier.
Oh, not that side, hold on. Right, so I'm going to put the camera in the top corner of this cabinet. I've got to move the mirror out of the way. And turn it around. See if it captures anything else. I can't really see the screen though, because it's really small. What's that? I swear I can see something moving. Fuck that!
We can see that something is behind the shower curtains. There are quite a lot of reflective surfaces, including mirrors, in the room, and when she enters the bathroom, we see no reflection of any other person or figure, indicating that she is alone in the room. Let's keep watching what happens next.
Fuck that! No! Oh my god. I'm gonna have to open the curtain, hold on. Okay. Let me open this. See? Nothing there. Never is. And yeah.
Smug Puppy rushes out to the hallway. Looking through the bathroom mirror, she can still see slight movement behind the curtains. Upon entering the room again, she grabs the camera to record whatever is inside the shower. She discovers nothing and is left with no possible explanation. It's worth mentioning that she covered the lens completely when she grabbed the camera, which can indicate that there could have been a cut in the video at this point. Considering all her other TikToks with paranormal evidence, a simple cut like that seems to be too easy of an explanation. But what do you think? If you want to check out Smug Puppy on TikTok, then you can find her page in the description along with all our sources from this video. Now, if you want more clips, then be sure to check out some of these videos. I hope you liked these top 5 scary ghost videos caught on camera. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content in the future here at T10 Paranormal.